The next recipe that I'm going to do in the crock pot is going to be the fiesta chicken. Really, really simple. It sounds kind of weird, but this recipe has so many modifications. You are going to be just floored with it. Basically, what we're going to start with is 3 chicken breasts. Again, measure out your chicken breasts. Average chicken breasts are 8 ounces each. So basically what we're looking for is 1.5 pounds. That's 24 ounces. Measure them out. If you're measuring them out frozen, add 2 to 4 ounces for that fluid. So again, these guys have been defrosting. They're not even fully defrosted, but look at all that liquid. That is weight that I measured them on when I measured them frozen on my scale. And they told me that was 30 ounces of chicken breast. Guess what? This defrosted is not 30 ounces of chicken breast. It's late tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and for safety's sakes, I'm going to put the top on it. And I'm going to let these guys finish off defrosting in my refrigerator. As soon as that crock pot is open and available, I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready for the fiesta chicken. Okay, don't judge me. Raw. That was just a holding place. Raw goes in the bottom shelf. Reason why raw goes on the bottom shelf is because your vegetables and fruit you're going to wash or you're going to peel. That way anything that's dripping off of your raw doesn't actually hit food that you're going to eat. If your refrigerator is not set up with, and this one is, I just don't know how to get it out, or this, you need to make sure your refrigerator is set up that you know which fridge level to put your raw on. Your raw should never be above things that are already cooked, like dressings, waters, garlic, milk, Gatorade, pickles, any ready to eat. You should always put your raw defrosting meat on the bottommost section. It has nothing to do with temperature. It has to do with cross-contamination. Guys, I've had the call from the CDC only because my kid was playing in a chicken coop. So we're going to set that over there, but we're going to make sure everything is ready for tomorrow. So we are kind of keto. I'm keto. My wife is not. So I do have some basmati rice. That'll be my first time cooking with that. Typically, I cook with my jasmine rice. My wife asked for yellow. Sazangoya, you want it with azafran. With azafran means with saffron. So that's going to give you the yellow color. This comes in little packets. If you live somewhere where you can actually get a jar of this, that's amazing. Please send me one. So what I do is 1 packet per serving. No, that is not the directions. I do 1 packet per serving. So if I do 2 cups of rice total, so 1 cup of rice for 2 cups of water, I do 2. If I do 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water, I do 4. If I'm landing in the middle, I always go up. So this is delightful. It actually is not just a seasoning, or it's not just a coloring. It actually does have seasoning to it. So while I'm boiling the noodles for that Italian, I'm going to go ahead and make the rice for this. Once that crock pot is cleaned out, ready to go, I am going to add the chicken breast that I put in the fridge. I'm going to add it with a jar of salsa. Whatever you want. You want hot, you want mild, you want black bean and guacamole, pineapple, mango, whatever. A jar of salsa. You can also do this with a can of Rotel. The only thing I'm going to tell you, if you do cheat with a can of Rotel, what you're going to want to do is not drain your corn. Or add a little corn if you're going keto. So, if you're going keto, you can do this with the can, the ranch dressing, and the cream cheese. And that can be it. No rice. This is keto. That's it. Eat it by itself. Eat it on cauliflower rice. Eat it on low carb tortillas. That is delish. Let me tell you. If you're going to eat this recipe how it's directed, we're going to add 1 can of drained black beans. Again, if you're doing salsa, 1 can of drained kernel corn. And 1 packet of ranch dressing. Mix it all in. You can cube your chicken if you're in a hurry If not, it's going to take about 6 hours on low, 3 hours on high. Guys, remember, high, you want to cook it on low, double the time. If your recipe is given to you on low in your crock pot, half the time. Just pay attention to your fluid. So, if you're not going to do salsa, if you're going to do rotel, do not drain this. You're going to want the liquid. So, otherwise, add it in, wait for it to be done to shred, serve it on top of however you want, add avocado, sour cream, cheese, whatever. So this is something that I'm doing for actually burrito filling for my family when I am out of town. I will catch you tomorrow.